Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to this waxing night. I'm your host, Moon, just a nerdy girl doing nerdy things, and sometimes even moony things. Tonight, we're back with some more Honkai Star Rail. It is the 3rd anniversary patch. Woohoo! Woo woo! Oh, my mind just went blank because I'm like, what happened last time? Right. From what I remember, turns out that the abundance might be playing a hand at the tragedy that may befall Plain Arcadia. We met Himiko's dad. He thought we were Himiko's child. I mean, we are, but definitely did not call him grandpa. There was also we tried to find out who the killers were from last patch. And it turns out it was those Power Rangers we met last time. Save for the one that was our fan. Ashvale is super hot. But he was also really cool. Apparently his shadow devoured Shuhu. Hi Titan, welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to go over everything that happened in the 4.1 patch. I'm doing good. Very excited to play the next part of the story. So it turns out, like, the Happy Smile Society, surprise, surprise, it's a cult. And they're lobotomizing everyone with these happiness surgeries that I'm sure is implanting some form of, like, abundance into them, which is no good. We gotta take down Foolish this patch. We gotta take her down. I can only hope that this patch is not too long. Dear God. Oh, hello! CRAZIER, hello, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Thank you for the hydrate.
After defeating Sparksy at the Graphia Academy, I followed Himiko to the Imagenesis room, tucked away on the campus, where records of the Herald of Death incident were stored.
I kind of forgot that Star will do this for me.
We ran into Himiko's father, Ryusuke, and the two parted on bad terms after the conversation.
Aw, it's good to see you guys here too.
During a tour of the Express, the two put aside their differences temporarily. Afterward, we received an invitation from Pearl. She wanted to discuss
Himiko, I mean, she's definitely here right now.
Fellow supplicant, and invited me to visit her company, Perlux Corp.
I'm getting 999. I'm getting 999 silver roll for sure. I haven't been like pre-farming for her for nothing.
At Perlux Tower, we had a friendly spar with the superheroes, the Daybreak Squadron, and a tour of the Mechatron production process. Pearl suggested that we join forces and host.
Oh, she was in one of the flashbacks just now. You just missed it. I'm sorry.
To lure out the remaining supplicants. Meanwhile, Pearl also
hot man.
Ashvale
Woo.
to look for leads on the new Herald of Death case. The detective's relentless pursuit eventually led him to his prime suspect, the charity organization known as the Research Society of Happy Smiles. Both Ashvale and Kuchiba witnessed the uncanny ability of Foolish, president of the Smile Society, to stir.
Koyo are cowards. They should have put her in a pantsuit.
Realizing Foolish was attempting to interfere with the Phantasmoon games, the two paid a visit to Ashvale's old acquaintance, Cinderborn of the Daybreak Squadron.
Here's hoping she'll show up as soon as we get into the story, because I mean, she was with us last time.
During the conversation with Cinderborn, Ashvale sensed a deep, dark secret behind the happiness surgery the society offered to its members.
Just have a counter for chat simps.
On the day of the Star Rail Fest, we were invited to the exhibition as special guests. During our visit, we ran into the mysterious Evanesia again. She also happened to be a hardcore fan of the comic series The Fluffy. So, we ended up exploring the festival dedicated to the Express together.
Ooh, yeah.
However, as we passed through the Cianju La Fu exhibition area, The Daybreak Warriors.
Here's hoping my 50-50 luck is okay today.
Provocation was accompanied by a smear.
Here's hoping. I fear that my double Varka pull has sapped my like gotcha luck for a little while. Cause let me tell you, oh Razor, speaking of Himiko, I lost my 50-50, my character 50-50 to Himiko. I lost my light comb 75-25 to Himiko. And then on the standard banner, I pulled her light cone again. Himiko's stalking me right now.
The Daybreak Warriors launched a massive attack with the reanimated Mega Mechatron, Alloy King Pom Pom. When all seemed lost, Ashvale unleashed his power and broke through the enemy's offensive. However, he also tore open
Story. Hello.
Which took everyone
How you doing tonight?
into an unknown abandoned station.
Razor right now. It should have been me, not her.
The being hiding deep within the abandoned station.
Oh, Razor, Himiko.
Twisting and ripping at space. Thankfully, Pearl was able to rescue us with her timely intervention. Little did we know, things were about to get worse with Ashvale's terrible revelation. The happiness surgery was actually implanting the flesh of abominations of abundance into Smile's society members.
Go down.
It's still early. Where to now?
Oh yeah.
Did you hear that? The moon just spoke.
I did just speak.
I'm not hearing things, am I? The Master of Elation is here?
Hurry, make a wish. It might actually come true.
Hang on. This isn't right. Is it? Oh, that winking moon up there in the sky. It just spoke. For real. Oh, hey, it wasn't just me, was it? You heard that too, right?
I heard it loud and clear. Aha wants that Akavili cookie real bad.
I heard it too. That's why I came straight back for you. The winner of these Phantasmoon games shall inherit all my authority and become the true, permanent Eon of Elation. Which means...
The Eon of Elation just raised the stakes?
Precisely. Aha has raised the stakes. The final winner will inherit the authority of Elation itself.
Are you serious? This is so wild. It doesn't even feel real anymore.
Every time a path has vanished or been absorbed, the cosmic turmoil has lasted for dozens of Amber eras.
No, the amount of jokes I saw like after that cutscene of like, oh, Aha wants Akavili so bad, and I just hit the jackpot. Like Aha realizing that the Trailblazer is a supplicant in their game.
The transfer of an Eon's divine authority. How could that ever amount to a mere wager, lightly traded in a single world's game?
That's Aha for you. But should we even be questioning why?
The most logical explanation is that Aha wants to steer this game toward utter insanity. But then, who can possibly fathom the mind of an Eon?
Have the stakes ever been raised like this before?
Not every Phantasmoon game's ending has been recorded. Many were lost to time, most likely a consequence of the winners exercising their newfound divine authority. But as far as recorded history goes, this is unprecedented. After all, the chance to be an Eon for just 1 minute is already an irresistible lure for many.
Something about this feels off.
Exactly.
In the historical records, instances of the Phantasmoon speaking are few and far between, and the likelihood of it being influenced by an external force is exceedingly slim.
So Himiko, what you're saying, it only happens in once in a blue moon? Ah! I'll see myself out. So what's the point of all this?
Basically, unless what the Phantasmoon said is some cruel joke or a play on words, once the games are over, a new god will be born. One of unknown identity, unknown morality, and unknown purpose. They won't be a guest with a 1-minute pass to the Elation theme park. They will be its new owner. They may spread good fortune and steer the great wheel of the cosmos toward hope. Or they may be a god of utter malice, mocking all who stand against the destruction, intent on dragging the universe into an abyss of despair.
Aha must have overheard my wish.
You wished that if you won the Phantasmoon games, Aha would become the new leader of the Anti-Destruction Alliance. Perhaps Aha heard your idea and decided to pack up and flee in the middle of the night.
Okay, I have to take those dudes off.
No way! It's Baseball, Raccoon, March Bunny, and Hime-Cat in the flesh! Oh, what are they doing here?
I couldn't even get a ticket to Star Rail Fest, and now I'm seeing them right here on the street.
Whoa. Where did all these people come from?
Hey, that declaration the Phantasmoon mentioned was about you, right? What are you gonna do? Got any kind of moon landing plans in the works?
You should just hit it with your bat! Send that thing spinning into a black hole at the edge of the cosmos!
Okay, first of all, it's a bat, not a golf club. Why would I do that? All right, enjoy your luck, Razor.
You smash anyone who stands in your way with that bat!
The way they say it makes you sound like a supervillain. Uh-oh. You don't think that fight with the Daybreak Squadron made everyone turn on us, do you?
Come on, isn't that basically your trademark? You beat the Daybreak Warriors senseless.
Oh! All these big shots from across the cosmos, fighting to the death right in our backyard. It's gonna be epic!
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Epic. Are you brain dead? One wrong move from them and we're in serious trouble. Just like what happened with the Herald of Death years ago.
Albert, is that you?
Sign this for me, future Eon!
Yo! When you become an Eon, can I be your Emanator?
I think we should leave.
We should get away from this mess. Let's head back to the Express and discuss matters there.
I want to see my hubby Da Hung. A moment later, as you squeeze your way through the crowd.
You're back. Himiko messaged me. She filled me in on the Star Rail Fest and the Phantasmoon's declaration. Things really are changing fast.
I believe our objectives remain the same.
Yeah, that's right. We came here to win. A bigger prize doesn't change that.
Still, the mere fact that the Phantasmoon made a declaration is anything but ordinary.
To prevent the divine authority from falling into the wrong hands, the supplicants may go to any lengths now with their tactics and actions. After all, in most people's minds, they alone are the ones best suited to wield power. Right or wrong has little to do with it. Such is the nature of human will.
Yeah, and that may be exactly what the Phantasmoon wishes to see. A spectacular, head-on battle of ambitions.
Madam Pearl has sent a communication request to the Astral Express. Accept transmission?
Let's see it.
It hasn't been long since we parted, and here I am disturbing you once more. My sincerest apologies.
Please, there's no need to apologize. Given the urgency of this transmission, Madame Pearl, I assume you wish to discuss the Phantasmoon's recent declaration.
Nothing manipulates people's emotions quite like that moon in the sky. A permanent
Sorry.
handover of divine authority. It is unprecedented.
I can't help but wonder whether some malicious presence lurks behind the Phantasmoon. Still, who else but the Elation themselves could wield such control over it?
Well, it was glitching out a lot, so what if it was Silverwolf?
In any case, the Phantasmoon's speech has made the public realize that the power to create a god is in their hands. Their emotions, and perhaps even their wish power, are swelling to historic levels. The Department of Aberration Defense even detected a surge of agitation and unrest among the Imaginae. When normal people believe power rests in their hands, their decisions tend to grow more radical and reckless. Please, be careful, and make sure to protect yourselves.
We need protection?
It isn't required, but I advise you to limit your appearances in public spaces. The Media and Public Relations Department has been monitoring public sentiment. At present, speculation and criticism regarding the Astral Express are surging.
Thanks, Foolish.
I've seen it online myself. Following the fight with the Daybreak Warriors, there's been no shortage of hostile commentary aimed at her. A commentary program on TV has been claiming the Express's adventures are nothing but stories fabricated by the IPC. Many believe the Astral Express is oppressing the local heroes, and some are even speculating that she is the new Herald of Death.
What the? What's wrong with these people?
Look, when you control the media, you control the narrative.
These narratives are undoubtedly being amplified by media platforms steered by Fullwish.
We gotta get rid of her.
I've received a report from the Security Bureau. They tell me that many fans of the Daybreak Squadron have been stirred up and are threatening retaliation against the Express.
Cinderborn, can you get your fans under control, please?
I'll reinforce security in case agitators attempt to storm the station.
Why don't we disclose what really happened in that fight? Will that cause even more unrest?
I cannot agree to this.
Yep.
Clarifying the facts amid a frenzy of public sentiment is like trying to quell boiling water by stirring it. It only fuels the flames.
I figured as much.
The happiness surgery causes recipients to undergo an abundance transformation. Disclosing such sensational information would probably be taken as a hoax or trigger public panic. I will instruct the Department of Aberration Defense to verify the true mechanism behind the happiness surgery as soon as possible and assess its potential impact. I strongly advise you to exercise restraint in front of the media. Even the smallest statement can be selectively edited and misrepresented.
Well, this is all Foolish is doing. Himiko, you were her senior. Get her under control, please.
Still, given the current volatility of public sentiment, please exercise caution and self-control. I sincerely hope that the Phantasmoon's declaration will not disrupt the goodwill between us. A greater danger still stands before us. After listening to the declaration, who knows what extremes Fullwish might be driven to. Affairs demand my attention, so I must excuse myself. Should there be further developments, I will keep you apprised.
What do you make of the current situation?
We need to take action and put a stop to Fullwish before things get even worse. Even if I'd never joined the Phantasmoon Games, I'd still make this decision.
She needs to be stopped. Stop! I need Hoyo, please stop glazing Scott just because he's dead. I do not give two shits about him. I celebrated when he died. For Cinderborn.
Cinderborn and his friends only wished to become heroes. Yet Fullwish toyed with them. trampled their dreams, and cast them aside as expendable pieces. As his idol, I have to protect him. I'll fight for him and for everyone who believes in the Express.
Agreed. Given the likelihood of Full Wish acting unpredictably, we should confront her with everything we have. That reminds me, I've been wondering, the happiness surgery taps into the power of abundance, yet Full Wish seems perfectly normal. Just, how did she get her hands on something so dangerous?
Perhaps it's the lingering poison left behind by the previous Herald of Death.
Lingering? Wait, the lingering poison?
15 years ago, the monster who turned living flesh into his artwork would, in the heat of combat, slip into bouts of frenzied elation and delirium. The murderous mark he left behind, the bloody bloom, was no mere delusion. According to his interrogation transcripts, he claimed to witness a brilliant golden tree promising him everlasting life.
Oof. Ambrosial arbor?
I cannot say whether the vision this madman claimed to see corresponds to something real, but the possibility cannot be ruled out. He claimed that in his hallucinations, the golden tree's branches coiled around him, drowning him in frenzy and pleasure. He wanted its blossoms to bloom before all, and to bring about that miracle, he was willing to slaughter without restraint. In hindsight, it's clear that the Herald of Death was a supplicant who bore the power of abundance. The tragedy he orchestrated in Plain Arcadia ultimately forged another version of himself. Full Wish. Right now, in Plain Arcadia, how many have undergone the happiness surgery and turned into potential abominations of abundance? It's a terrifying thought.
Mm-hmm.
Full Wish. What has happened to you over the years? Hiding behind these innocent people. What are you really trying to accomplish? I need more information about this junior of mine. I plan to head to Graphia Academy. Care to join me?
Yes, ma'am.
If we're to investigate Full Wish, we need to examine the traces left behind from the Herald of Death incident that took place during the last Phantasmoon games. The recollections of teachers and the student records sealed away by the school. We're bound to find a vital clue there.
All right, let's find out everything about Full Wish.
If you're set, let's get moving.
Well, after that so-called dream campus experience, we've ended up back at Graphia Academy. It's almost like revisiting the place after graduation.
Wake up, March. I guess you could call this your alma mater now.
Wait a minute. This nostalgia isn't an after effect of the Sparksy virus, right?
Don't worry, Marge. The Department of Aberration Defense conducted a comprehensive disinfection of the campus.
That's a relief. The last thing I need is to be mid-investigation and suddenly morph into some hopping, dancing mushroom rabbit. Speaking of which, where should we begin our investigation into Full Wish?
How about we talk with the dean first?
Should we go and find Mr. Ryusuke first?
It's only appropriate that we obtain permission from the dean before proceeding with the investigation.
Ooh, that's right.
15 years have passed, but there should be a backup of the student files, work logs, or visitor records, and only he knows where they're stored. Let's go then, to the dean's office.
Oh, right, let me take this off. Let me take this off because it's been bothering me. Where's my hubby Don Hung? I want to see him. Hello, Himiko's dad.
Himiko, there you are at last. The news said you got into a huge fight with those, what were they called? The warriors at the Floating Isle exhibition. And then you disappeared. Let me see. You're not hurt anywhere, are you? I sent you a dozen messages, and you didn't reply to a single one. Do you have any idea how worried I was? But seeing that you've come to tell me you're safe in person, I'll let this slide. If you're really so preoccupied, a message or a call would do, you know. Ah, it's you two. I saw you on the news as well. Valiantly fought, huh? These Megatron warriors don't know who they're messing with. To think they dare challenge my daughter's subordinates.
Well, now it feels like we're the underlings of Warlord Himiko or something.
I'll gladly sign up for that.
In any case, I'll leave Himiko in your hands. Please try to keep her out of combat.
Of course, Grandpa. I got it, Grandpa.
Stop. Every time you and she get together, the conversation somehow drifts completely off course.
I'm just kooky like that.
I'm fine. I'm good. Your daughter's no porcelain doll. We came here to...
I know. I understand. You didn't come as my daughter. Rather, I am currently speaking to the navigator of the Astral Express. But tell me, has there been progress on the new Herald of Death case? I wasn't expecting the questioning to come in rounds.
In rounds?
Oh, was Ashvale and Ichiba here before?
The Department of Aberration Defense also sent someone here before you. They inquired about Fullwish, but regrettably, I truly don't know how to answer. On one hand, I wasn't here 15 years ago. On the other, she is still considered one of our school's distinguished alumni. I'm aware that you're involved in the investigation too. So, I compiled the pertinent documents ahead of time. I hope they'll be of use to you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ryusuke.
Go ahead. The files are inside the archive room. Take whatever materials you need.
Oh, right. Foolish.
To be honest, it wasn't until the Herald of Death incident 15 years ago that I first learned her name. As the Dean, I should have met up with her more often and tried harder to soothe the wounds it left on her. But I just couldn't.
Why?
Do you really need all the details? The whole serving as a model example thing. I don't want to tarnish it completely. I knew it was a selfish thought, but I just couldn't help it. Back then, whenever I heard her name, I thought to myself, if someone was able to survive the incident, then why couldn't it have been my daughter?
15 years ago, you...
15 years ago, I received a commission to paint a massive portrait for an elixir seeker chief on the planet of Goliath Shepherd. They said he had an elixir that could cure countless diseases. By the time I came back, everything had changed. There had been a terrible accident on campus, and my daughter... Even though I knew my presence here wouldn't have changed anything. Because of that incident, I made a promise to never leave this world again during the Phantasmoon games. That's why I immediately flew here when I heard about the full Phantasmoon. But once again, I was too late. And the supplicant called Sparksy had turned the canvas upside down.
It's all right. You can leave the crisis solving to the Nameless.
You're right about that. Yet oddly, once Sparksy stirred up all that chaos, applications to the school soared to an all-time high. Oh, times we live in are increasingly beyond my comprehension.
I mean, who wouldn't want to go to the school that their Oshi like went to, even if it was just to cause trouble? We won't take up any more of your time then.
You're always welcome. Other than the archive room, you could also try talking to Miss Dolly. She's the longest serving faculty member here and likely knows the most.
Then we'll try the archive room. Let's go, you two. Thank you, Dad.
Aww.
We should be able to find the archive room and Miss Dolly around in the Genesis classroom, right?
Oh my goodness, I thought I recognized you in the distance. Himiko, it really is you!
Miss Dolly, please forgive me for not coming to see you sooner. I've been back for a while now, but this is the first chance I've had to come see you.
Don't worry about it. I'm simply happy that you cared enough to visit.
Is that Madoka Magica in the background?
I must apologize about the mask you entrusted me. In the end...
Please, I can't thank you enough for safeguarding the mask all those years.
Look at you. You haven't changed a bit. You and your friends look like you're in a hurry. Is there something you need to attend to?
It is said that Foolish is an outstanding alumna.
Foolish? A poor child who survived the Herald of Death. The school organized a fundraiser for her back then. I still remember how she bowed again and again with tears in her eyes at everyone who helped. Poor girl. Though she was lucky to have survived, her parents didn't make it. There were rumors flying around the school saying she had something to do with the Herald of Death. Otherwise, why would she be so lucky? She's the only one who survived. What a bunch of scoundrels. She had good grades and a good heart. And becoming famous, she often came back to visit the school and sponsored a number of scholarship projects.
Speaking of which, do you know anything about what happened to her after she graduated from school?
I heard she went somewhere beyond the sky to further her studies after graduation. She had the chance to work for the Interastral Peace Corporation, but chose to return home and take over Seafell TV instead, which was on the verge of bankruptcy.
Somewhere beyond the sky. Miss Dolly, do you know where she went exactly?
I feel like this is going to be very important.
I never heard. However, she pushed out many projects after taking over the TV station and managed to expand their business to the whole of Plain Arcadia in just a few years. That is all I know.
Thank you, Ms. Dolly, for your intel.
The fitness club's looking for new members.
I'm not dealing with NPCs.
Ugh, the atmosphere in this archive room is giving me the creeps. It's so gloomy. Almost like we've stumbled into Fixtroll Garden.
It was like this 15 years ago as well. The archives tracked all academic results. Near the final exams, students dissatisfied with their abilities often poured their frustration into painting unsettling things. There's a lot of data stored here. Aside from what my father organized for us, let's explore the other areas as well. If possible, keep an eye out for clues regarding Fullwish's life after graduation. She returned to her alma mater frequently, so there must be records of her visits. Dabbling in technology related to the abundance. Where exactly did she acquire it? Perhaps her past holds a clue.
Okay. Ew, there's a Sparksy doll in here.
There are so many press releases here. The school's annual Distinguished Student Register from 1982 to 1984? For 3 consecutive years, first place was always Foolish. The IPC has severed all channels of intel with its iron grip. Hardly a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Formal caution regarding a student's non-compliant hairstyle. Disciplinary action concerning a student's involvement in 3 food poisoning cases. Disciplinary notice for a student's involvement in a physical altercation.
Oh, did they start giving Himiko special treatment once
This? Did they really have to put this here?
No, for real. Institute of Cognitive Science, Garden Star of Botanical Study. Oof.
Garden Star of Botanical Study. Cognitive science research. Miss Dolly mentioned that Foolish went beyond the sky to study after graduation. Turns out this is where she went. Let's go chat with the others.
All right, ladies, let's reconvene.
Well, did you find anything?
I found these clues. You tell Himiko about the clues you discovered in the alumni catalog.
Garden Star of Botanical Study? It appears to be a greenhouse world located within the Consternation Star Zone. Oh, found it. Its property ownership is registered under a specific school within the Intelligentsia Guild.
Would it happen to be the same one that the Herald of Death is from?
Strange. The name of the school is encrypted. I've heard conspiracy theories claiming the Herald of Death from 15 years ago was actually someone from the IPC. Given the great lengths the IPC went to in wiping away all traces after the incident, perhaps the rumors are true.
Foolish was hurt by the Herald of Death. Yet after studying in an institution funded by the IPC, she became a suspect in the new Herald of Death incident.
As expected, it always comes back to the IPC. Is that where Foolish obtained the technology of the abundance?
You mean she created the happiness surgery after studying on that greenhouse world?
It's certainly possible, but the information is still too vague to make any judgments. I'm more inclined to think that after witnessing the power of the Herald of Death, She resolved to uncover the truth behind it. That's why she went to another world to study after graduation. But is the knowledge she gained in just a few short years enough to create the happiness surgery? If the power of the abundance used in the happiness surgery stems from the Herald of Death's lingering poison, would the IPC, who have tried to hide this in every way possible, really be unaware of her actions? There are too many things here that an ordinary scholar simply couldn't achieve. Perhaps I should contact her as a fellow alumna and have an open, honest talk.
Contact Full Wish as her senior? After all this time, would she even want to see you?
I mean, Himiko was the person who put a stop to the Herald of Death, right?
I don't know.
Can you tell us about the Full Wish you knew?
Back then, I had taken a leave of absence from university due to health issues. So I was doing some idle work at my father's school to clear my mind. Full Wish would occasionally run to the library to slack off. She and Belle always appeared together, helping me organize newspaper clippings and library cards, all while chattering on about classmates' crushes and the latest gossip. They didn't treat me like a patient who needed special care, nor did they treat me like the dean's daughter. We often shared snacks brought from home and secretly dug out the school's collection of ancient books and paintings to admire them. Full Wish, she was the model student, always knowing a little more than everyone else. Her questions often went beyond the textbooks, pushing past the boundaries of what someone her age should know. When she looked through those illustrations of Imagine, her eyes would always sparkle. I could feel the passion in her eyes, and an unspeakable sense of loneliness. If she still remembers our old friendship, she will meet me. Full Wish is walking a dangerous path right now. And the deeper someone walks into the abyss, the more they crave the recognition and understanding of old friends. I want to ask her myself, why has the happiness she pursues become an illusion that can only be maintained by a taboo surgery?
I'll go with you, Himiko.
Me too.
Thank you, you two. And thank you for your investigation. Though many questions remain unanswered, at least I now have a clearer picture of her movements after graduation. By the way, before we leave the school, there's one more place I'd like to visit. Before I meet Full Wish, I want to say goodbye to that memory from 15 years ago.
You mean that old school building from 15 years ago?
Wait, are we seeing the ghosts again? We're not gonna see that scariness again, are we? Wait. I just saw Miss Dolly! Am I crazy? I swear I just saw her. There you are! Why are you skulking around the hallways like that? I know you're a teacher, but come on! Wait. Yeah, just go. Yes, please.
I'm so sorry. I just couldn't finish tidying up the ribbons, and now I've dragged you into staying this late.
Don't worry about it, Belle.
It was my turn on duty today anyway.
Himeko? Is this?
Yes. In this imaginated classroom, the after images of the students from 15 years ago still linger in their original places.
Tomorrow is the school anniversary. I wonder how lively it will be. They've invited parents here. Will your parents be coming? Oh, Full Wish?
Oh, that's Full Wish from her youth.
Yeah, Dad already took time off. By now he's probably out on the streets with Mom, picking out formal wear. If it's my daughter's performance, we have to dress to the nines. That's just like him. He always loves making those kinds of jokes.
Then you'd better put on a good show, huh?
There won't be a show anymore, Belle. Because unexpected guests have arrived.
Whoa! Since when were you here?
Everyone from the Astral Express and Himeko. I didn't expect to meet you here. Did you enjoy yourselves at Star Rail Fest? Did you grant those smiling kids their wishes and bring joy to everyone?
Full Wish.
Himeko, you recognized me at just a glance.
Full Wish. What are you doing here?
I am here to mourn that dusk from 15 years ago. Before making any major decisions, I always come here to sit in silence for a while. I thought Himeko was at school like the rest of us that day. When I saw Belle lying in a pool of blood, when I was crushed under the collapsed wall and unable to breathe, the thought crossed my mind. Poor Himeko. If you had met the Herald of Death with that delicate frame of yours. But who would have guessed? You're alive and living quite well. You became the navigator of the Astral Express, roaming freely beyond the sky, just like the three of us used to talk about in our chats. Your dream came true. Congratulations are in order.
That feels so backhanded.
Himeko, do you know 15 years have passed, and my wounds have mostly healed? Regrettably, there are some scars and emptiness that time can never heal. Look around. Even here, even with these phantoms, their seats are still empty. Belle, Leon, Xianya, Mia, and so many others. 15 years have passed, and I've learned that time isn't a cure. It's a shroud, binding itself around me, layer upon layer. So I made a decision. I'm going to tear it open. I'm going to let everything bloody and unforgettable beneath it see the light of day again.
And what the hell do you mean by that?
See the light of day? You were a victim of the Herald of Death, only to become the second Herald of Death yourself? You intend to use a power you can't possibly comprehend to win the Phantasmoon games. How are you any different from that monster back then? From the monster that took your parents' lives? I'm sorry. I shouldn't compare you to that devil. You still have a chance. Stop this now.
Stop? I'm sorry. I don't quite understand what you're saying.
Just as I thought, she won't admit it.
I would advise everyone to think twice before making rash accusations. As a media professional, let me give you a piece of advice. From now on, when you're in front of a camera lens, watch your expressions and be cautious with your words and actions. At the very least, try not to look so flustered during this public exchange. We live in a world where we are constantly gazed upon and watched by others. This camera crew was originally prepared for my upcoming speech, but meeting you all here, it really adds a wonderful dramatic flair. To the audience watching from your screens, you know my name, and I know that right now, you are watching me. 15 years ago, with the tacit approval of the IPC and the Arcadia Council, the Master of Elation's divine ritual degenerated into a barbaric, bloody game. You and I, the residents of this Arcadia, surrendered a lifetime of dignity, wealth, and time to them, all in exchange for a single full meal. We are surrounded by bizarre entertainment and stimulating gore. We soak all day in shallow, boring programs, achieving nothing. And now, we must live in fear of the unscrupulous atrocities of these supplicants from beyond the sky, forcing smiles as we applaud and cheer for them. Is this the happiness the god promised us? No, absolutely not. The Master of Elation would never be deceived by miracles, but with pain and blood. What they desire to see are heartfelt smiles. And so, everyone, on that evening 15 years ago, what saved me was not luck. It was not the supplicants, and it was certainly not the IPC. Right here, as the Herald of Death approached, step by step, the one who sent down a miracle was the Master of Elation. They allowed me to escape with my life. And when I was trapped in a small room, consumed by loneliness, they sent me a mask. They revealed my mission to me. To bring happiness back to a plain Arcadia that has lost its smile. I, Fullwish, survivor of the Bloodstained Games, hereby formally announce that I will join the Phantasmoon Games!
Damn, this really played really well for her.
In this game, I shall win the Eon of Elation's authority. And then, I will make smiles of happiness bloom on the faces of every single person in plain Arcadia! Himiko, don't frown. Smile. I will bring happiness to you too, just as I will bring it to everyone. I won't manipulate the Phantasmoon Games like those high and mighty IPC executives. Nor will I treat the rewards granted by the God of Elation as bargaining chips for profit.
Hi, Eden. Welcome to the stream. Coming by to say hi.
We are in plain Arcadia, so we should decide the winner in a plain Arcadian way. I'll give you a stage if that's what you want. I invite you all to a televised debate at Fullwish TV in Seafeld City. The invitation extends to all supplicants.
A plain Arcadian way? That's just a way that benefits you. We're not going.
March. Shush. That's gonna be edited.
You can refuse, of course, but then, under the gaze of billions So viewers, you must accept your public image as frauds deceiving the world and cowards with guilty consciences. Remember, this isn't just an invitation. It is your only chance to defeat me in front of everyone. Since you believe you represent what is right. The stage is set. Come and perform this final act that will determine the future of the Arcadia with me. Or simply leave. The choice is yours.
Darn it! Are we just going to let Fullwish walk away?
Marge, shh, the cameras are probably still here.
We are right in the middle of the cameras she prepared. Remember to be cautious with your words and actions. Let's leave here and return to the Express.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. Just moments ago, we received some shocking news.
At the same time, Lady Fullwish has announced a blockbuster special!
What a magnificent topic! At a time when
Too true! Ever since these Phantasmoon games began, signs of things spiraling out of control have been popping up
with so many accidents happening, you
got that right! Speaking of the Bloodstained Games 15, now Miss Fullwish has joined the fray as a supplicant!
Will she be able
I can't watch this propaganda.
Plain Arcadia?
Ugh, so shameless! Reporting news about your own station director on your own TV station, and you still have the gall to pretend you've received some shocking news? Don't you guys talk to each other internally?
I see. Fullwish actively issued a challenge. I ran a search. Seafeld City is a port town neighboring Duo-Mention City. Fullwish TV's predecessor, Seafeld TV, is located there. Looking at it this way, the televised debate is obviously nothing more than a diversion. What Fullwish wants most is for us to walk right into the trap she's prepared. So, what do you think?
Well, I'm certainly not backing down.
You're really going to the TV station to fight her?
No, but not to debate. I'm going to tear off her mask of happiness in front of the entire audience. But before we act, I need more help.
Help? We can all help you. Wait, do you mean...
Sunday!
Sparksy.
Ever since Sunday was dragged into the Phantasmoon games by Yao Guang, he hasn't returned for days. However, I haven't heard of him making any public appearances either. Asking him to cooperate as a wildcard right now is a good idea.
But what's the deal with finding Sparksy?
Whether Sparksy counts as our ally is a massive question mark. But right now, there is indeed something we need her help with. Fullwish said that when loneliness trapped her in that small room, the Master of Elation sent her a mask.
So she's a masked fool?
Correct. If every fool has stepped into the tavern before, then there must be traces hidden there left by Fullwish as a fool. Just like
how we tracked down the clues about SparksyCon.
Sparksy. Will she stand on our side? Well, this is certainly a condition she wouldn't be able to turn down.
Oh? Not long before in the Phantasmoon courtyard.
You just said, as for the brewing storm, whether the turmoil once again is the result of the Laughter's mischief. What exactly was that supposed to mean? You mean to say the Joy Seeker wants to destroy the very rules they laid down, the game they wove with their own hand?
Come over here.
This fox mask is a ritual instrument I once used in dance and music. It accompanied me across vast distances in search of an elixir of immortality. a mark of who I was in life. I've lost count of how long it has been since I last wore it since being enlightened and transplanted here. But here it is, presented upon the altar again, which means...
As the game's referee, you've been pushed onto the field. In this moment, you are now a supplicant.
For over a century, I presided over a war game in which supplicants carved out their own territories and vied for supremacy, using the power of the masks. I've also hosted survival games where emanators took the stage to compete, invoking eonic powers to try and slaughter every last opponent in a single day. Whenever the Phantasmoon games are at risk of being suspended or disrupted, I will use the authority granted by the elation and the abundance to measure, judge, and punish any violators. I guess you could call me the security protocol for the Phantasmoon games. But now, someone has gone and designated me as a supplicant. It's utterly unheard of. Who else but the laughter could pull off something like this?
Perhaps some entity harboring a deep-seated hatred for the laughter.
Who could it be? Entities like that. I couldn't count them all even if I used my toes. I warned that jerk ages ago. Take a joke too far and you're bound to make enemies. See? Instant karma.
Never mind who he is or what he's after. We're here now. So what do you plan on doing? Fortune rests upon misfortune, and misfortune gives rise to fortune. Becoming a supplicant isn't necessarily a bad thing. Wouldn't that allow you to step openly into this chaos and drag the puppet master into the light?
You're looking to team up with me? Team up with someone from the abominations of abundance that you Xianzhou people despise?
That's hardly appropriate. You're an ancient sacred tree. It's the furthest thing from an abomination of abundance, no?
Oh, your standards are certainly flexible. The hunt and the abundance. We really make quite the interesting pair.
That you do.
So, where do you plan on starting?
How about we start by freeing my friend in the tree?
I nearly forgot about that. Chip away, little bird. I'll allow it.
General Yao Guang and Miss Fox, I've received some news that might interest you.
A happiness surgery that wipes away suffering. The power of abundance in this world is disgustingly excessive. It seems the most terrifying omen I foresaw may not originate from the Stellaron hunters, nor from plain Arcadia itself. This supplicant, called Full Wish, is also a dangerous variable.
If you can, I would ask that you direct your focus toward Seafeld City.
You want to take a trip to Seafeld City? It seems I'll have to use some special measures to shorten the journey.
Oh, this is the part I've been looking forward to the most. I've always been curious where exactly this secret court is located, and what it connects to.
Xianzhou lady, let me show you this world's most impressive method of travel.
A transition.
Here we are.
Already? Wait. Why are we at this station?
Because naturally, we're taking the express to get where we're going.
All that buildup, and this is your idea of an impressive method of travel?
Well, what else? That's why I said you've definitely never seen this before. It's the Bulletworm Express. I bet you've never taken a ride on this.
You're the arbitrator of the Phantasmoon games. For crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way of getting around?
You're a great general of the CNJO for crying out loud. Don't you have a cooler way to get around?
The girls are fighting. She's so done with her.
Fine, fine. For the first time in my life, I finally know what it feels like to be the fool.
Ding dong! The train bound for Seafeld City is arriving at the station.
Hey, you got any money on you? Spot me a ticket, would ya?
That's the second time.
She's so done. Okay, because we are in her story. Because we are in her story. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Don't mind me. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. I just want to see like how articulated that book was, you know? Oh, sorry.
It'll fall without a trace. You haven't said a word the whole way, CNJO Diviner. Are you mesmerized by the scenery? Or is there something in your divinations weighing on your mind?
I'm about to eat some chips. Forgive the ASMR. Oh, jeez. Opening it up is the hardest part. Alright, there we go. Just want some chips, dang.
After casting divinations 1,000 times, one may learn to keep a still heart. Yet, each foreseen omen of doom still clouds the inner lake with gathering shadows. That is why, before divining, I usually wipe clean my mind's eye to clear away stray thoughts, lest the outcome be disturbed.
Take a word of advice from someone slightly your senior. Maybe it's nothing new to you. If we treat every approaching calamity like a final reckoning, wouldn't an infinite lifespan turn into prolonged suffering?
Enjoy the present. Indeed. Yet, worldly joys are fleeting as morning dew, while our duties are as immovable as heavy mountains.
Diviners often miss the fun right in front of them because they foresee tomorrow's suffering. But have you ever thought about this? That so-called suffering of tomorrow might just be the poisonous fruit sown by you being terrified today.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
It is precisely because we know the ending that every scene along the way is so precious and unique, isn't it? Look at this harbor before us. When I first set foot here, all these streets, the fishing boats, the people, none of them existed. As far as the eye could see, there was only fire. The seas had been vaporized, leaving only fractured seabeds and ash that blotted out the sun. The demonic legions from beyond still hadn't departed, and the waves that would surge into Dovebrook had, in that moment, not yet arrived. Just on the mountain over there, a painter and I looked out at the iron red scars on the earth. she told me, that which vanishes is bound to return. She swore to use her brush to preserve everything claimed by the destruction.
It seems she succeeded.
Was it Graphia?
And so, I too shall keep my promise to her, maintaining the course of the Phantasmoon games until the sands of time slip away. With every descent into this game's cycles, I shall enjoy myself to the fullest. Like sipping tea, be it sweet or bitter, I shall savor the flavor of every instant. To do otherwise would be a disservice to the people and things that have passed.
To savor a fleeting moment against the backdrop of eternity. Naturally, the flavor is profound. A pity, though. Even as a long-life species, my time is brief compared to yours. As a Cianjo native, the karma I carry is far too heavy. I could never learn how to be as carefree as you. Miss Evanescia, what to you is a game to be savored, is a life and death reality for the living beings of plain Arcadia?
Alright then. Next up, I'm entering brooding and edgy serious mode.
That won't be necessary. I shall use the Eye of Ishvara to divine the fates of the people in Seafeld City. If they face imminent catastrophe, a red fate slip will be hanging above their heads. The rainbow surveys the heavens, perceiving 1,000 forms. Across the meridians of destiny, the Jade Abacus reveals its script. The celestial eye opens and shuts as calamity and fortune reveal themselves. Calamity looms overhead. The crimson slip is cast. Mr. Sunday will share my insight with you through the spirit bird, Miss Evanescia. Please, bear witness.
Is that their fate hanging over their heads?
Precisely. Come on, let's take a closer look.
Attention passengers.
Odd. Why do these people have wheel slips hanging over their heads?
Did you want to be woe?
Astral Express! Boo! Get out of Seafeld City! Astral Express! Boo! Get out of plain Arcadia!
Oh, good afternoon. Would you two lovely young ladies care to join us in protest for the bright future of Seafeld City?
Hey, Pops. You guys are grinning like it's a holiday festival, but your slogans sound so fierce. Doesn't that feel a bit weird?
We Seafeld folk pride ourselves on our manners. Even when expressing dissatisfaction, we do it with a smile. Now that's real happiness etiquette.
We won't let anyone ruin this serenity. Come on, ma'am. Wave a flag with us. You'll feel better in no time.
Their emotions are so synchronized. It's like they rehearsed it. This kind of happiness feels like some compulsory routine.
Mm-hmm. Their smiles send shivers down my spine.
You're part of the cult?
Hey, wasn't it your Director Fullwish who invited the Astral Express crew here to debate? Shooing your guests away like this is hardly polite.
You! You're from the Astral Express, aren't you?
Hey! So, do I really look that much like a nameless? It's not like I have a boarding pass stuck to my face.
You... What are you so happy about?
Just look at you, dyeing your hair like that at such a young age, instead of doing something decent with yourself. You're no better than that bunny on the Astral Express. Anyone could tell you're not from around here.
Hey, jerk! It's not dye. And for the record, March Bunny is adorable. Wait,
What happened to all those happy smiles on your faces before? How did you flip the switch so fast?
You people from beyond the sky. You just don't understand our happiness. If you keep causing trouble, don't blame us if we get nasty.
My apologies. My little sister is young and doesn't know better. We'll be on our way.
Who are you kidding? Sisters? You two aren't even the same species.
Hey, she's a sister from another mister.
Cause any more trouble and I'll call a whole boatload of ploos to toss you both into the sea as fish food.
Yellow Ducky Nibble's flagship store. My childhood is back.
Oh. It's like little piggies. The flying piggies in Amphorius.
Bid farewell to painful memories and embrace the eternal now. Let the smile of happiness become your only truth. Follow Master Fullwish's path, embrace rebirth, and you and I can both become the happiest people in this Arcadia.
How very strange. No matter how many times I perform the divination, the signs hovering above the passers-by in Seafeld City are all wheels, signifying peace. Is my Eye of Ishvar suffering interference from a supplicant's abilities here? But how is that possible?
I actually think your judgment is looking more and more likely. The pedestrians on the roadside, the fishermen at the port, the shopkeepers on the street, and the ones preaching happiness. From the moment I entered this port city, I felt it. Something stirring gently within them, resonating with the same essence I carry. This entity is far too faint. I can scarcely feel its strength. It was once shattered to nothing, crushed into powder, burned down to ash, nearly extinguished. But it has no concept of death, and so it simply went to sleep. It quietly lurks, waiting for the farmer to scatter it across the fields. Given time, it will inevitably wake up again.
I believe most people in this city must have undergone the happiness surgery. Just look at the spectacle the Smile Society's putting on over there.
At the courtyard, you once said, "Fortune rests upon misfortune."
A great calamity for some, but for others, perhaps a turning point leading to ultimate bliss.
So hey, the wheel is probably a lot more concerning than the woe.
If there really is something that lets people survive apocalyptic disaster, then a wheel slip hanging above their heads would be only fitting. However, those who survive will no longer be human.
By that time, there won't be any need for a general of the Xianzhou to petition an audience. The gaze of the hunt will be firmly locked on this place. Follow me.
What's your plan?
My plan? As the referee of the Phantasmoon Games, former referee, I mean, when faced with a supplicant who blatantly breaks the rules and dispenses blessings on a whim, the only thing I can do is issue an executive ruling.
So, this so-called ruling, does it involve summoning a bolt of lightning from the sky to just zap Foolish dead out of nowhere?
It's nothing so violent. For my judgment, I must first retrieve the sacred instrument. Only by using it to measure the supplicant's crimes can we sever her power. It's like a gardener pruning overgrown branches. We're almost there.
The music here is so calming.
Is this it? You keep this sacred instrument out here in broad daylight? Aren't you worried someone might make it disappear?
Hold your horses. We've still got a ways to go. As for my precious measuring instrument, do you really think I'd just leave it lying around in the middle of nowhere?
With all due respect, there is no path ahead. I get it. It's probably just an optical illusion. Extraordinary beings like you always love pulling that. The path only opens to the destined trick. What's next? A secret passphrase? Do I find a stone matrix and jump through it? Or maybe, do you sing a little song, wave your hand, and the trees just obediently stand up and split into two neat rows?
I feel like that's a reference to something, but I'm not getting it.
I'm no Woof Woof Dawn. I don't have that kind of skill. A long time ago, I raised a floating island right here for someone to paint. To prevent others from wandering in by mistake, I asked that artist to paint thick fog and woodland here, so passersby wouldn't stray inside. We made a deal. As long as I play my song, the fog will disperse.
That's a cute puppy. Looks like it's taken a liking to you.
I'll just borrow this cutie's head for a sec.
Thank you, sweetie. What a helpful prepper. Oh, whoops. Oh, oops. Hold on, I just want to get under it. There we go. Oh, whoops. Sorry, my bad.
Let's go.
Please keep off the grass and refrain from picking flowers. We ask that you facilities with...
Could it be plot armor? What do you think? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Compared to the Utrecht scenery, I suppose it's more natural.
Would it kill you to pay a compliment?
Yes. apologies. I didn't mean to mock. I was merely curious. Is this thing really the sacred instrument with which you pass judgment upon supplicants? Is it really just a literal ruler?
Hey, don't underestimate the spirit branch of true law. When it first appeared in the form of a blade 150 years ago, it could cleave a mountain in half with a single effortless swing.
Miss Evanesia, let's keep such fanciful tales between us, shall we? Best not go spreading them around. If any of the Cosmicon Collective players find out, we'll never hear the end of their complaints about how mountain-busting power levels are for noobs.
I never expected a high-ranking Cianjo general to be so well-versed in the gossip here on Plain Arcadia.
Such is the way of a diviner. To enter a place is to observe its local custom.
Same goes for us arbiters. Times change, and my babies have to change with them. Just picture it. A pretty girl in a school uniform, striding through the streets with a giant sword slung over her shoulder. You're right.
I see you are a law-abiding citizen, Miss Evanesia. Cute. Now then, please, begin your measuring.
I wonder if that was like a reference to the fact that you can't like walk around with a sword in Japan.
Weigh and sever this world, and engrave the laws of the cosmos. Spirit branch of true law.
Oop, her eyes glowed yellow for a second.
By the scale that adjudicates reality and illusion, truth and falsehood. Measure for me all sins beneath the Phantasmoon that transgress the law. What is going on? It's telling me Full Wish is not a supplicant. If she's not a supplicant, then there's no way to judge whether she's transgressed or not.
What do you mean? If Full Wish isn't a supplicant, why would she openly declare that she's joining the Phantasmoon Games? And that mask, back of the altar, shaped like an 8-legged creature. Just who does it belong to?
Behind that mask, countless supplicants are wearing it. They're spread across all seafood. No, all of Duo mentioned City too. Supplicants, they're everywhere. Not in the history of the Phantasmoon Games have I ever seen a situation like this.
General, someone is approaching your position. It's Dan Heng, and...
Blade? Oh!
Dan Heng, you've returned. And the one beside you. Blade. Or perhaps I should call you by your true name. One of the Cianjo's most wanted criminals, Yingxing.
Dang, we're really dead naming people out here.
You've delivered yourself into my hands. Good.
General of the Yuchue, your vision remains confined within the laws of the Cianjo. I came here to kill our common enemy.
Our common enemy? You are the Cianjo's enemy. Ever since you became a Stellaron hunter, you have slain countless emissaries of judgment sent by the Shuling Palace of Law to capture you. You even incited the artisans of the Juming to reforge your blade, entangling them in your crimes. But your most unforgivable crime is daring to break into the Ten Lords Commission restricted area on the Cianjo Yuchue with your accomplices. You destroyed the Ashen Steelwood, disturbed the slumber of our valiant heroes, and stole the secrets of the dead. What kind of vision drove you to commit the countless crimes of your past? And what common enemy could possibly stand between you and me? By all means, enlighten me.
Oh? Well, I was in seclusion all these years. You've clearly been up to quite a lot. If I'd known you were such a magnet for trouble back when you came to the Juming, begging for a sword, I would have dragged you out of the forge and drafted you into my crew myself. Tied up, if necessary.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm not even, you know what? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. What? Hello?
If I'd known you were such a magnet for trouble back when you came to the Juming, begging for a sword, I would have dragged you out of the forge and drafted you into my crew myself. Tied up, if necessary.
Stop, why'd you say it like that?
And this would be?
A pleasure to meet you, General Yao Guang. It's truly touching that my friends on the Xianzhou have kept me in their thoughts for all these years. I never change my name, no matter where I roam. I am La Mancha.
Oh, damn.
You're obviously using a fake name.
The head of the Galaxy Rangers. I didn't expect this trip to come with such a pleasant surprise.
General, I'm afraid old grudges will have to wait. What we need to discuss concerns the survival of this world, and that catastrophic calamity you foresaw in your divination.
I won't deny the crimes you've listed. But I know full well that the Xianzhou cares nothing for the life or death of someone guilty like me. What you truly want is to exact a blood debt from the nemesis who has repeatedly awakened demonic stars, summoned abominations, and could not be slain even after 100 deaths. You wish to subdue the emanator of the abundance, Shuhu, once again, and even deny them rebirth for all eternity. And now, General, I have brought this opportunity before you. If you are dead set on condemning me to answer for my crimes, I will submit to your judgment and board the Navis Astridura for the Shuling's Inquisition. But as I said, I did not come here today to play the savior. I came to stop the past from repeating itself, and to prevent our common enemy from having their way. General, if you do not want the fate of the Battle of the Fenghu from 30 years ago to fall at your feet, then you must believe what I am about to say.
I cannot believe this is the same voice actor as Lenny. Like, bruh.
The happiness
And milk
surgery
cookie.
promoted by the Smile Society utilizes none other than Shuhu's cells. Cells acquired from an unknown source.
You mean everyone who underwent the surgery
Have all become supplicants. Once the wish power converges, the will of the flesh will awaken and turn every host into nourishment.
The one wearing the 8-legged mask is not a single person. It is an emanator of the abundance, dismembered and currently parasitizing the bodies of the masses here. Who on earth could have brought something so terrifying to plain Arcadia?
Ew.
Oh, what innocence! We all saw it with our own eyes. You got your supplicant's mask stolen and were strung up for a beating.
Yeah, you even went out of your way to set up a live stream for yourself. Afraid the whole universe would miss your heroic bearing, huh? A live streamed public punishment.
Yes, clown on her.
What do you mean, stolen? Can a supplicant's affairs really be considered stealing? That's called tactical emotional engagement. A tactic and an art. Don't you get it? Yoo-hoo! If it isn't the Astral Express's famous Lil Raccoon. Did you miss my pranks?
No.
Did you get the invitation for the supplicant debate at Full Wish TV?
My, oh my, talk about bad timing. My stream got banned, and the leader of the haters confiscated my supplicant mask. As for the debate, I'm afraid the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. But, seeing as you called, you clearly still have a shred of conscience left in you. Are you planning to give me a chance to haggle?
Answer me this question first. Is Full Wish really a masked fool?
The tavern doesn't exactly register every fool's name and address. But having watched her stream, I believe she is. As for why, call it a kindred intuition. And just listen to our slogan. Healing smiles, healing Arcadius. That level of crazy? She's a certified fool. Most masked fools make a huge racket when they approach you. That, hey, look, I'm about to stir up some trouble vibe is impossible to hide. But Full Wish is clearly the exception. Her brand of crazy is calm and sophisticated. Look at that haute couture getup she's wearing. It's worth 10 times a normal person's salary. Who'd have guessed a career woman with state levels of wealth who was always preaching social welfare would be a masked fool? Simply the most exquisite disguise.
I'd like to ask you to look into her background for me.
Now that's going too far. You actually want me to betray another masked fool?
You'll get your mask back.
Give me the intel on Full Wish, and I'll return the mask to you.
Betrayal itself. That's the finest reward of all. Deal. Leave it to me. I'll contact you as soon as I get the intel. Full Wish. Is there really someone like that among the masked fools? How come I'd never heard of her? Maybe we should ask Giovanni about her. He's got connections everywhere after all.
Hold on, I want to check something. Because I could have sworn... Where's my regular sparkle? Okay, maybe I'm just overthinking it, but I could have sworn, like, Sparksy had, like, different colored eyes.
Woohoo! Mr. Giovanni! Long time no see.
Miss Sparksy? You just looted Sparkle's entire inventory right from under my nose. How can you say long time no see? Please spare me. Just give me a straight answer. Whose collection are you planning to steal this time?
Sparkle and I just had the reconciliation of the century. Let bygones be bygones. I'm actually here to ask for some serious advice. I swear, my hands are squeaky clean.
Oh, do tell. Anything that can make you this serious must be fascinating.
I want to ask about someone. Full Wish, the media tycoon who went on TV and invited all the supplicants. Is she really one of us? How come I've never seen her in the tavern?
I know of her, but I've never actually seen her in the tavern. If Full Wish really is a fool, with all the people coming and going, surely she would have been mentioned. As for the storage area logbook, no, there's absolutely no record of her. Either she never stored anything here, or she used a fake name.
We're doomed. Even the connected Mr. Giovanni knows nothing about this lady.
Nice try. But goading won't work on me. I do have a theory, though. Hear me out. Every fool sets foot in the tavern at least once in their life. If Fool Wish really is a fool, then the moment she entered the tavern must have been in the wake of some unforgettable tragedy.
You mean the blood-stained games from 15 years ago? That's a tragedy which would leave a deep wound on a young girl's mind and soul. I get it. Maybe we should head to the hospital and dig up the girl's medical records.
Oh, we're going back here.
Refrain from eating beef hot pot in the hallway. If you wish to dine, please.
Full wish? Full wish? Ah, found it!
Mild non-pathological tissue growth detected at the synesthesian beacon implant site.
Happiness syntax. Now, what kind of disease is this? Trying to read this stuff is just torture. I'd better find a doctor. Hello? Hello? Is there a doctor in the house? Calling all doctors!
Well, if it isn't Patient Zero of the Sparksy Con. To think the Department of Aberration Defense still hasn't locked you up. Heaven truly is blind. Because of you, I was planning to skip town and leave Plain Arcadia overnight. I even booked the tickets. It's a good thing she was here. So, what's the emergency this time? What ailment are you going to pretend to have?
Not me this time. It concerns an old case. The patient in these records. Ring a bell?
Wait, you didn't actually buy that I'm a doctor, did you? Forget it. This patient you're asking about? I remember them.
So, what kind of fool is Full Wish?
Looking back through the history of this hospital, there are countless characters who've turned this place upside down. But to tear the ceiling off on her very first visit? She's truly one of a kind.
What exactly did she do?
Hard to imagine she was still just a 16-year-old back then. And yet, she wanted to smash the fool's mask she'd just received into smithereens.
Can a fool's mask be destroyed?
Of course not. Though you'd know a thing or two about abusing masks, wouldn't you?
Don't be ridiculous. I'd never be stupid enough to try and destroy my own masks. I just had to be heartless enough to abandon them.
The mask is part of the fool's self. Unless the fool is reduced to ash, how could anything happen to it? There were even some fools nearby rubbernecking who decided to help out. But despite all their efforts, they only managed to make a single crack. And the power that erupted when the mask shattered also left a crack in the hospital wall. Ugh, I spent several days peeling those bungling fools off the walls, and half a month more repainting and restoring the place. Room rewind.
Whoa, is this the crack? Dr. Zhongshan, what's inside?
What's really Emphorius?
Hard to say. Fools have tried walking in before, and well, they all went mad.
Madder than they already are?
They went mad?
Yeah. Muttering to themselves, deliriously happy. No one knows what they saw, and I don't want to know. So I sealed the entrance. If you want to go in and take a peek, don't say I didn't warn you.
Dangerous? What could possibly be more dangerous than little old adorable Sparksicle? Listen up, my dear Sparks heads. Sparksicle is about to take...
All right, let's go.
Mom! Dad! Everyone's gone! Why? Why am I still alive?
Are you foolish?
Who's out there?
Foolish, there's a delivery for you.
This is... Who's this from? I didn't buy anything. Is this a mask? There's a piece of paper inside too. What does it say? To the survivor. Welcome to the world's end. Oh, right, the way you cried on TV. Was truly hilarious. Who are you? Why? Why are you doing this to me? What did I do wrong? Answer me! Answer me!
I mean, Aha did ascend by laughing at a lady dropping her baby.
I don't get it. All of this. Just what is so funny about all of this?
What the heck? That's the day she received an invitation to the tavern. I really don't know which utter degenerate from the tavern sent her such a cruel joke. Even someone as stone-hearted as me can barely stand to watch. Wait, these hallucinations. Exactly what part of them is supposed to be happy?
How did you get in? Never mind. That's not important. Welcome. Don't be afraid. Relax. You're that streamer who caused a scene at Graphia Academy, right?
Whoa! Even a media mogul like you recognizes me?
The first battle between supplicants made your name known to all. I can hear the desire in your heart, Miss Sparksy.
You can hear my desire?
Like Jade?
You charged in here seeking answers, didn't you? To mercilessly tear the mask off another masked fool. See what card she's holding. You'll get your wish. Just like you, I obtained my own mask through a twist of fate. But unlike most of you, I don't even want to touch it. So, I'm not like you, with all your miraculous powers. I possess only one trivial little talent. I can hear the happiness you desire most, deep.
Happiness. My days are filled with happiness. But what about you? Are you all right? I saw what you've been through. You have my sympathy.
Sympathy, yes. Dr. Zhongshan called it the happiness syntax. She mistook it for some kind of disease. But I say no. This is the blessing of the elation. Precisely because my past was so agonizing. The Divine allowed me to hear the happiness deep in everyone's hearts as a form of consolation. I can smell the pulsating desire within your heart, like sweet honey dripping from a comb. It travels along your nerves, dissolving into a syrupy, sticky sweetness.
No surprise there. After all, I'm just a sweet girl whose sugar content is totally off the charts. But Miss Connoisseur, merely savoring the scent isn't enough. Are you planning to taste it for yourself?
I don't like where this is going.
As you wish. Let us start tasting from the first bite.
I don't like where this is going.
Recognition. Deep within your heart, you desire everyone's gaze to be filled with adoration. The secret you use to seduce the audience is the very same thing you crave yourself, isn't it?
Correct.
Next comes victory. The first supplicant battle was merely a minor setback. Without a doubt, once the mask is back in your hands, you will conquer the entire Phantasmoon games with ease.
That's it! That's exactly how it should be!
Sparkle! You're getting sucked in!
The laughter will appear in person to crown you for eternity. They will weep and beg you to become the brand new eon of elation. And the end of all this is eternal fulfillment.
It's so quiet.
All that revelry is nothing but hollow noise, meant to fill the void.
Oh, they're using surround sound for sure. Oh.
Fulfillment.
Oh, stop.
Come here, newborn god. Behold this world that belongs to you. It lies at your feet, submissive, humble, within your grasp. Jump down. Throw yourself at it. Embrace it. This paradise will become one with you, leaving no distinction between you.
So this is happiness! Syntax? Interesting. Oh, you're quite the illusionist. Making this dream feel so real.
It just sounds like it's trying to burrow under her skin. Ugh.
To think you could resist this perfect desire. What a contradictory girl. You make me feel both pity and curiosity.
Perfect! You've got it wrong. No matter how beautiful your illusion is, it can't change its essence. Once happiness is within easy reach, it becomes as bland as a cup of plain water. In our line of work, who hasn't tasted the true zest of life only after long torture? Satisfaction. Listen to me, you phony fool who can't even face your own mask. What we masked fools do best is distill pain into the strongest wine and spin despair into the maddest joke. Thanks for the sugar water. It tastes pretty bland.
Since you refuse the sweet happiness I've offered, I have no choice but to insist you drink the bitter wine of punishment.
How about this, Miss Connoisseur? Why don't you have a taste of my spirits? Welcome to the live stream! Lane Arcadia, Happiness Syntax, Hongkot chapter, starts now! Oh, too bad. 0 viewers.
My strength isn't what it mountains for. Rocket, guys!
This is being in sync. Trust me, we can do anything!
Future could come.
Reckon I'll win? Not exactly tough, just overwhelming in sheer volume. Honestly, it's enough to exhaust even a fool. Suffering all this just for a mask? Definitely not a good trade.
Tiny little fool! Why did you break my toy?
Oh, not even pretending anymore, huh? I should have known. Full Wish was only ever a puppet placed in the spotlight. So tell me, puppeteer in the shadows, what are you supposed to be? I know this one. Shush is the name of the robot on the Express. I'm begging you. Leaving another version of yourself to suffer while you hide on the sidelines having a laugh. That's just low. Look at you. Nice going. We've really put the massive hornet's nest this time. Let's fight our way out together.
And that's the situation. Blade's getting restless because of Shuhu's flesh. I need to stay here and keep him from losing complete control.
Oh, be careful, my love.
Stay safe. Don't worry about us.
Turns out the happiness promised by the Smile Society is actually the flesh and blood of an emanator of the abundance. Seems like Full Wish's conspiracy goes far beyond just resurrecting the Herald of Death.
All right, what's your situation on your end, Sunday? And General Yao Guang?
She went to find a way to cure the patients.
Mr. Ashvale and I have arrived at the TV tower. They're still setting up the debate venue here, and nothing looks out of the ordinary.
You know each other?
It's a long story. I'll have to explain later. With the help of tuning, I will conceal my identity as a supplicant and cooperate fully with you.
That's weird. She's caused such a huge mess, yet she's still inviting people to this debate? Isn't she afraid of getting exposed in front of everyone?
If the public catches wind of this, panic is inevitable. She knows we wouldn't dare risk exposing her in such a situation.
Allow me to add, the IPC has confirmed the scale of the Smile Society. More than 200,000 citizens have undergone the happiness surgery. To extrapolate, the advantage these supporters provide Full Wish is negligible. The probability of your victory is 71%.
I didn't expect it to be that high.
Full Wish is challenging all the supplicants, so her odds of winning were never high to begin with. She must have prepared a defensive position. We need to stay on guard at every instant.
Okay, so what is the IPC planning?
I will publicly decline the invitation and prioritize the abundance anomaly. Logic. Plain Arcadia needs a CEO right now, more than it needs a supplicant. If the situation spirals out of control, I will immediately terminate the Phantasmoon games. But until then, the PR department will do its utmost to support you and defuse Full Wish's PR offensive.
That should be enough. Thank you.
Danger lurks everywhere right now. I don't think it's wise for all of us to rush to Seafeld City. March and I will stay in Duo Mansion City, just in case something goes wrong.
Oh, right. We gotta watch the Express. It'd be a disaster if someone tried to steal our home. Besides, debates aren't really my thing.
We'll take it from here.
You got it. I'll be sure to spam a few extra bullet comments for you.
Then let's head out. We'll be in touch.
Perdido Station!
It's still early. Where to now?
Okay, okay. You've gotten into this pretty far. I think it's time we do some pulling. Let's do some pulling for Silverwolf. Oh, whoops. I didn't mean to do that. I think my pity's pretty low. Yeah! 0, but, Wolfie, come home, please. Oh. Okay, so that's 10. I'm just going to... Let's go ahead and do that. 20. Alright, 30. I think I got everything I needed from here. That was 30. This is 40. Alright. 50. Alright, 60. About to hit soft pity. This is 70. Alright, soft pity territory. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Silverwolf! Level 999! We win these, chat. We win these 50-50s. We win these 50-50s. Let's go. All right, all right. I think the light cone should be the same situation, or... All right, we're at 10 pity. Is it 20? 30. All right, 40. 50. 60. All right, I think we're in soft pity. Oh my gosh. All right, this has gotta be it. This one's gotta be it. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is early. Can we get a double? Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's 8 pity. Do I have her? I'm just rounding off my pity. I don't even know if I have her, thing. Yes, I won my 50-50 and my 75-25. Ugh. Is that supposed to happen? Is this normal? Is this supposed to happen? Is she not supposed to have both of her eyes? Hello? Okay, there it is.
When are we gonna get the level up all button?
Silverwolf is speaking facts. She's speaking facts.
When are we gonna get the
a level up all button.
Almost there, Sylvie.
Now we can really have some fun.
Yeah, Silverwolf is speaking facts. I need to level up all, so I don't have to do this multiple times. I just need a fully level... Like, I just need a button that will fully level up the character, level up their light cone, and max out all their traces, all in one click. Please and thank you.
I always max out my talents first. What about you?
We are definitely on the same page, because that is what I'm doing to you right now, honey.
I always max out my talents first. What about you? I always max out my talents first. What about you?
Okay, relics, smart whip. Ew, why would you? Do I not have boots? Bruh. Okay, if that's the case, then... Oh, this should definitely get me enough for, Temple and Standard. Why not? We're here. Let's see. Yep, that was Himiko's light cone. This is a quick little temple. What was it? Oh, right. Since we are here... Yes, Relic Recon. No, this sucks. All of them are, like, awful. It's like new relic? Oh, this one's got the base one. Defense or HP percentage, alright. Keep the original. Keep the original. Keep the original. I want to see if I can... Wait. Okay, that should be at least a somewhat decent build for her, right? Oh. It wouldn't give me the relics, dang. That's not what I meant. Alright, right, well, we got Silverwolf. That was the plan, and now I can save for Evanescia. All right, to mission target.
Where is my password? Attention, passengers.
I didn't expect Plain Arcadia to have a spot as peaceful as this.
I guess there are pros and cons. Even after all these years, public transport around here is still a huge hassle. The TV tower is still a fair distance away. We'll have to walk the rest of the way.
That's what these guys are for. Oh.
Looks good.
We're here.
Looky here. How is the white striped wolf pulling so high? Just cause he looks cool? What gives?
Who? That detective? Where did you get a title like that?
Oh, that special program? It's wrapping up already. By the way, when was the deadline again?
Yesterday.
Looks pretty normal.
I'm not a supplicant, so I can't go up on stage with you later. Will you be nervous facing the cameras alone?
Even if I'm nervous, I've still got to step up.
Time truly flies. You're all grown up now. Perhaps it won't be long before you no longer need my guidance. Don't worry. I'll always be standing right where you can see me.
You better.
Then let's go find Sunday and the others.
No, I almost hope. This is a very high hope, but like considering we're here at the TV station, I almost wish I could finish this in like one sitting, and this will be like 3 to 4 hours.
We really need to tread carefully.
Listen, give it a rest. Can't I get a moment's peace before the debate starts?
That voice. Is that Mr. Ashvale?
Oh no. You didn't get found out, did you, Sonny?
Miss Himiko.
We meet again, you two. You're about to be on TV. Aren't you going to change into something a little sharper?
I changed. You just didn't notice.
Ooh, talk about low key. Guess I'm just blind. You guys noticed it too, right? The entire first floor of the TV tower is one big set arranged by Full Wish. A live stream broadcast.
No. I know before I wanted like longer story, like for each patch, but like when it's going beyond 4 or 5 hours, that's too long. That's too long. And I can tell that certain parts were used to like pad out the story time. Like, bro, cut it out, please.
Those two look busy, but they haven't taken their eyes off us. I'd wager the debate started the moment we stepped into the TV tower.
Just as I thought.
This is a prime opportunity to bait us into exposing our weaknesses. She certainly wouldn't miss it.
Speaking of which, I didn't expect you two to take action together.
Before contacting you all, I was looking into the case involving the Sin Wish Syndicate murders, and every clue pointed straight to Full Wish TV.
The Sin Wish Syndicate?
Exactly. When I accepted this mask, I promised to make a name for them. Since that's no longer possible, the least I can do is uncover the truth on their behalf.
You nameless sure are a bunch of stand-up folks. Investigating's one thing, but you didn't have to go and join the society, did you?
You didn't actually get the surgery, did you?
Correct. But I submitted a fake surgery application to get a peek at what's really going on. Unfortunately, the regular members know almost nothing. I couldn't find any clues related to the abundance. But regarding the surgery, they did leave behind some clues.
I kind of pull a lot, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I have every 4-star E6.
It seems my suspicions were right. Not everyone joined of their own free will. Rather than offering comfort, the Happiness Research Society amplified their craving for it. When everyone around you is praying for happiness, refusing to join begins to feel like a kind of original sin.
Do they not manipulate the hearts of others using the very same terror and dreams? Even if I weren't a supplicant, I wouldn't stand idly by.
So, she doesn't stand a chance in the debate then? She's ticked off so many heavy hitters. I really thought she'd have some smarter tricks up her sleeve.
Oh, she does. Well, she's really good at a debate.
When it comes down to it, it's just like the Phantasmoon games. People love surprises, so over-preparing is pointless. I've met plenty of big shots, but nobody has a knack for grabbing attention like you do. Use that to your advantage and play things by ear.
Precisely because we were once adversaries, I don't think you have anything to worry about.
And I'll be joining in too anyway. Just to shoot me a glance if you need me, and I'll back you up.
Any advice, Himiko?
When I left Plain Arcadia, someone once said this to me. When moving forward, never ask too many questions. The moment we stop to think, doubt seeps in. Fear of becoming a laughingstock or of being rejected. It sounds absurd, yet that's how people are. Don't let the word debate lead you astray. Just be yourself, as you always have been. When it comes to you, my faith is unwavering.
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances. This is an emergency broadcast. A supplicant is attacking Seafeld City with the power of the Harmony.
What kind of commotion is this? What? Is Full Wish TV up to their old tricks again?
Hello, viewers. I regret that we must meet under these circumstances. As you all know, to prevent a repeat of the blood-stained games, I organized a televised debate. I hoped the dispute between supplicants would stop at words, and the right to decide the winner would be shared by everyone. I was confident in my victory. I was ready to fulfill my promise, to build an Arcadia. But now, I must cancel the debate and reveal the truth to the public. For what these outsiders seek to tarnish is more than just the Phantasmoon games. I implore all citizens, do not panic at the footage to follow. Our reporter in Seafeld City captured this scene. This man should be no stranger to you. His name is Don,
Ooh.
a member of the Astral Express and renowned hero.
Don't keep my man's name out of your mouth.
And yet, accompanying him is none other than the CNJO's wanted criminal, the Stellaron hunter Blade. Rumor has it, he was once tainted by the flesh of the Abundance and could go berserk at any moment. Back then, I trusted the Astral Express, figuring this was just a simple capture operation. But a short while ago, I found members of the Smile Society infected with the flesh and blood of the Abundance. Only then did I realize what sort of conspiracy I was being dragged into.
That's smart. That's really smart. Damn, she is not to be trifled with. Because if it's found out that the society members, yeah, damn, we got.
Aside from the Trailblazer, there's another supplicant aboard the Astral Express who used an alias not too long ago to infiltrate the Smile Society. But his true identity reveals him to be an interstellar fugitive, a member of the family, Sunday. And by sheer coincidence, he traveled with the IPC back to Ashvale, arriving at the debate venue together. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't summarize this, lest my own views mislead you. I will only present the indisputable facts for your judgment. May the Master of Elation bless us all.
So that's the setup. Such blatant manipulation won't fool anyone for long.
No. Everyone, we'd better get out of here.
Because they're all...
What is it?
Maybe when we arrived at the TV station, the debate wasn't just starting, but had already finished.
Wait! How could... Viewers, we interrupt with an emergency announcement. The Department of Aberration originates from the Harmony.
The supplicant is attacking Seafeld City with the power of the Harmony. Please, dear citizens.
Enough small talk. It is time to fulfill my duty.
Ooh, I'm getting goosebumps. No, it really feels like we're getting to the climax right now, and I'm just like, can we finish this in one sitting? That'd be freaking nice.
Mr. Sunday, what's the situation on your end? No response. Let's carve a path out of here first.
Strength. Heaven surge. My strength isn't what it was. Earth shatters, heaven trembles. Dragons soaring above the lands. This is permanence!
You just don't learn. I'm on it. Trust me. We can do anything.
I sent a storm.
Oh.
have become completely distorted.
Come closer. Just a little more.
Is he dead?
No, the flesh is regenerating. It won't be long before he gets back up, no matter how many times he is killed.
In that case, he is certainly worthy of the great wheel fortune hanging over his head. So this is Full Wish's goal? To twist citizens implanted with Shuhu's cells into giggling abominations and wage war on every supplicant? It's horrifying to be sure, but Full Wish is a mere mortal. How exactly did she do it?
General, please do not call them that. These people are nothing like the denizens of abundance you're familiar with.
They're victims.
They are just normal people of Seafeld City, struggling with the grind of daily survival. They don't have the strength you and I possess, nor have they ever seen the world outside of plain Arcadia. They just want to stop and catch their breath, even if that breath is poison coughed up by Full Wish.
You're right. They deserved sanctuary. But right now, there's another group of people who need our protection. Since we have the power, let's do something. Whether for the survivors or the victims. You were the referee of the Phantasmoon Games. Even if you were forced off the field by underhanded means, surely you retained some right of arbitration. Now the land is overrun by walking corpses, and the people are plunged into misery. Are you telling me the supplicant who committed such atrocities still hasn't committed a foul?
This is merely a common occurrence in a game that has lasted thousands of years. Calamity. So long as the supplicant can draw wish power to fill the Phantasmoon, the game knows no taboos. The Master of Elation allows supplicants to enact the utmost benevolence, beauty, truth, greed, and absurdity, even the utmost evil.
Then where, exactly, do the boundaries of the Phantasmoon Games lie?
Yeah, because if you are the referee, but also there are no rules, what's the point?
Since when do Aha's games ever have boundaries? You don't understand, General.
Then make me understand.
Please.
As you wish. I wonder if you've heard of the tragedy of the Bloodstained Games from 15 years ago, General.
Compared to the catastrophic history of the Phantasmoon Games, that was likely nothing more than an insignificant interlude, no?
Countless times, I wanted to reach out and touch those muted hearts to make them beat again. But I can't save everyone. It's always been this way. The Phantasmoon Games have only one taboo, and there is only one rule I strictly abide by. The games must proceed, never ending, just as the sun and moon rise and fall. Those who defy this law shall be banished, executed, and suffer unceasing torment. General Yao Guang, have you ever wondered, why am I the arbitrator?
Simply because you possess the power to eradicate those who transgress.
Eons ago, in the Master of Immortality's mysterious garden, flora flourished with such intensity that they suffocated all other life. A meddler quietly infiltrated this place, plucking the most enchanting and luxuriant branch. The severed branch screamed in protest, for before she was gifted with eternal life, she was a divine envoy, leading her kin in search of the elixir of life. She was a beast of blind love and hatred, a sword dancer who devoured the crimson moon. So proud was she, never having known how to yield. Save for the blazing phoenix of the Xianzhou, she has never been defeated by another. How then could she tolerate a meddler defiling her fragrance?
Are you speaking of myths or true history?
When the past is as distant as the afterglow of the stars, does it really matter whether it's myth or history? That meddler transplanted her to another world. And through this method, they imprisoned the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games.
You mean you yourself are that most terrifying thing?
You've misunderstood. Or perhaps not. The meddlesome god promised to enlighten her, to teach her to know true joy. And in the repeated cycles of the Phantasmoon games, the meddler did not break their promise. She once witnessed raging flames boil the seas dry, saw civilizations rise from the dust, and wither back into it. She gazed upon the purest souls, burning away their brilliance, and stood silent as supreme evil reveled in blood upon the earth. Finally, amidst the love and hate of the insignificant, she gradually glimpsed the essence of fleeting life, the meaning of elation. Finally, she became me.
So, you're afraid of waking her, afraid of becoming her once more.
Over the past 1,000 years, I have called upon her power 3 times to avert catastrophe. Each time, it left an irreparable scar upon the land.
This is the abundance, healing and torture, coexisting as one.
Even knowing everything, would you still have me wear that fox mask and exercise the authority of arbitration?
Miss Evanesia, what you are terrified of is not this fox mask. Quite the opposite. Evanesia is the mask you wear. What you are terrified of is your true self. I too was once terrified of my mask.
Your mask?
A mask known as Arbiter General. Whenever the tides of war demand it, I have no choice but to don it, to become that slaughtering general, coldly watching blood and tears be shed, plotting and divining beneath the astral charts, even accepting the scorn of bereaved orphans, all to ensure the Luxero is loosed.
I don't understand. As a general of the Xianzhou, why have you urged me all this time, urged this creation of the abundance to reveal its true form?
It's laughable, really. I arrived in plain Arcadia for the sole purpose of involving the Master of Elation in my divination, seeking to rewrite a fate already cast in stone. But to steer the orbits of the stars is no easy feat, whether it be the Lux arrow that topples the sky or the games of the Elation. It's difficult to grasp even if you go all out. From the instant the Phantasmoon's declaration increased the stakes, my divination has spiraled out of control. My fate shifts ceaselessly between adversity and prosperity, life and death becoming impossible to fathom. With the eons in play, divination is futile. The only thing you can ever put trust in is people. Just as I once believed my teacher could successfully fulfill their fate, I really believe in you too, Miss Evanesia.
Has anyone ever told you you're quite the gambler?
It's a peacock thing.
To push your chips onto an unknown quantity, like me? In a game where the eons themselves have taken a seat at the table?
When we first met, I could not gain insight into the will or woe of your fate. Yet, I was willing to trust you. I believe you are also the key to rewriting destiny in this game, whose ending no one can foresee.
Why?
Miss Evanesia, the spiritess that watches over me is named the Kala Chakra Sky Plume. It is a symbol of the hunt's foresight, verdict, and self-discipline. Why does the decisive god of the skybow bear such a visage? After much contemplation, I finally understood. If the value of discipline was understood, the creations of the abundance need not be abominations. And without temperance, the consequences of the hunt are no different from destruction. I am not some gambler, nor am I an ant beneath the gaze of the eons. I was the one who offered up a piece of my own insignificant fate, forging their trajectories. The situation outside is volatile. We don't have a second to spare for idle chatter. Miss Evanesia, I've given you my answer, and I'd like to hear yours in return. When you realized Full Wish was not a supplicant and you could not pass judgment, why did I see hesitation and doubt in your eyes rather than your usual indifference? I know you already have a game changer in mind. You're just not ready to use it yet. Please, tell me your solution.
As you wish. To exercise the right of arbitration, irrefutable proof is required. Proof that a supplicant has indeed broken the rules and disrupted the order of the Phantasmoon games. Yet surveying the board, I see not a single transgression. Since there are no sinners, then I shall become the sinner. General Yao Guang, you once asked me, where do the boundaries of the Phantasmoon games lie? Well, here's my answer. The boundaries aren't on the outside, but at the core. Now, I shall transgress the taboo and divulge to you the true purpose of this Ionic game.
Ooh.
Through this method, the master of elation imprisons the most terrifying of horrors within the most ridiculous of games. The terror slumbering at the heart of Plain Arcadia is...
Oh, come on!
According to statistics, approximately 200,000 individuals fell ill simultaneously and were transformed into denizens of abundance.
The affected staff were quarantined immediately. Prolux Tower is a valuable safe zone.
If you'd listened to me and thrown every suspect in prison, you wouldn't be in this mess. So, why'd you call me here?
It's an emergency. I want to see how the script plays out.
Huh?
No one could have guessed an emanator of the abundance would return by hijacking others' bodies. Everyone is hesitant to act for fear of collateral damage. But since he is here as well... Deduction. This crisis was within your calculations all along.
Half right. Shuhu is the reason Blade made the trip. As for the outcome, tell you what, I'll show you the script. It's too wordy, and I can't be bothered to paraphrase. Here, sending you a copy.
For the sake of our business partnership, save this virus copy for someone else, hacker.
The feeling is mutual. Seems you don't trust me much either.
I told you, I've done my research on you. Or to be precise, on all of you. Destiny's slave may be able to foresee the future and pen scripts for the Stellaron hunters. But in the face of Eon intervention, his vision is powerless. However, The IPC has its own methods.
Oh?
I'll grant you a privilege. Starting now, user Silverwolf has unrestricted access to the Arcadian internet.
Ooh.
I could have done that myself.
With the precondition that I agree. I want you to hack into the internet, trace the source of the Joy Ascendant contagion, and figure out the catalyst and transmission vectors. Suppressing the surface commotion is a simple task, but if the root cause isn't addressed, the chaos can never be truly eradicated. In exchange, I'll turn a blind eye to the Stellaron Hunters' suspicious activities for the time being.
So this is what it means to see how the script plays out. Maybe you should keep it wide open. One eye might not be enough.
Let's start the investigation with the sick ones inside the building.
I thought this was supposed to be a safe zone.
Safe means that I monitor everyone's every move, including yours. And hers.
Judging by the time, I should be right on cue.
Not exactly right on. And you missed your cue. You should have made your entrance 4 lines ago.
4 lines back? Oh, one eye might not be enough. You were laying the groundwork for her entrance. Margin of error, 23 seconds. Coordination needs improvement.
My bad. I lost track of time. What about you? Did the operation go smoothly?
It's a long story. I thought it was a battle royale, but it turned into a zombie crisis. I think it should have been you instead. I heard Elio gave you a long vacation. Whereabouts?
Let's call it a business trip. 10 days in Penacony with a packed schedule. I'll take today, for instance. I needed to arrive at Itine Park on time, order 2 drinks, give the cash spewer 3 knocks, and watch it spit out 650,000 credits. And then, I was supposed to get on the line and say hello to you.
23 seconds late. Not very punctual.
Oh, I don't mind. After all, even a late warning might just save you and Blady's lives. Elio asked me to pass along a message. Don't lose to Aha.
That's it? Anything else you want to say?
Hope you enjoy yourself.
What secret messages have you been sending?
Nothing. We've said everything we needed to say. If you think there's more to it, that's just because you don't know us well enough yet.
I don't deny that, but I will sooner or later. Jade warned me, never underestimate the enemy. Compared to the 10 Stonehearts, the Stellaron Hunters possess much greater solidarity.
Is she seriously not just throwing shade at her colleagues?
The probability is 9%. I'll reserve judgment for now. Hopefully, you can give me an answer. Remember the objective. Hack the network and trace the source of the Joy Ascendant infection.
All right, let's hack. How is this gonna look?
When you access the network, data's going to flood your mind. Brace yourself. Prompt block permissions unlocked. Data floodgates released.
So, is this kind of game fun? This was your first mission. A pity you had to cheat.
You don't even know the first thing about games. What gives you the right to call me a cheater?
You handed over that cartridge willingly. Why did you steal it back?
I just took it back to play with. Saying steal, that's so hurtful. Besides, you guys just left it casually lying around in the vault.
Fine. You think we were careless? Next time, we won't be. I'll put it in a containment room at Pier Point. Go ahead and try borrowing it then.
Alright, your pulls are blessed, Titan.
Nice idea, but the execution's a no-go. You guys can't even get in there without me. By the way, I changed the passcode for this cell too. 1337. I can leave whenever I want.
Oh. Is this the skill of a top-tier hacker? The cartridge was clearly the ending you refused, yet you still used it. Care to tell me why?
It's gonna be a game over anyway, so I'll play however I want.
The ending's the same, so the journey doesn't matter. Sounds more like you're just making excuses for yourself.
It's not the same. You guys believe in destiny. I don't. That's why I don't mind spoilers.
Then, when you see how things end for you, are you afraid or excited?
Bored. Because feeling bored proves I haven't become her. That's why I joined you, the Stellaron Hunters. Those who play the game to change the ending. Why am I suddenly thinking about that? This is still Perlux Tower? This Joy whatever dude is her employee?
Exactly. Clearing up the truth is also a way to save these innocent people. I'm looking forward to seeing what you can do.
You said you'd turn a blind eye. I didn't think you'd actually be monitoring me.
The road ahead is fraught with peril. I'm just watching your back on behalf of the IPC. If the worst happens and you end up an enemy of the whole world, I'll be there to switch to the world side in the nick of time.
Oh, I didn't take you for the humorous type.
Okay.
This one's a normal human. No surgery performed.
Smile to live to see tomorrow. Smile to conquer the false and the vile. I don't understand. What's so funny about all this? Those around you all wish for your happiness. Is that not cause for rejoicing? So smile. Don't become a sinner of unhappiness. Smile! Smile! Smile!
No, smile. You okay?
That is terrifying.
Find anything?
Aren't you going to start the interrogation by asking my thoughts?
If not, then let's keep going.
No need. The answer is already clear. At the moment of mutation, the synesthesia beacons of the 3 victims received the same signal.
Unhappiness is a sin. Parentheses. Smile.
Guess what this is?
Full wish is happiness syntax.
on the uptake. The Joy Ascendants can be counted among the denizens of abundance, but they are also imaginae born of wish power. Shuhu's cells are the catalyst. That immortal being lying in slumber has endured countless agonies, so he is exceptionally sensitive to perceptions of joy.
So, Full Wish encoded happiness syntax and broadcast it via synesthesia beacon. Once the recipients were influenced by it, the flesh and blood of the abundance within them reactivated.
And that's not all. As people transformed, they generated new wish power. It kept snowballing until eventually even those who hadn't had the surgery got assimilated.
Oh, that's terrifying.
That's the full picture. The whole double whammy of the disaster. Full Wish's plan succeeded.
Sorry to interrupt, but you've got a message.
Baffling.
Who's there?
Probably some rival hacker with a death wish. I'll deal with him later.
The only question remaining is, how did Full Wish transmit the signal?
The answer is obvious. I just need to confirm one thing. Hold on. I'll be right back. Dual-Mention City, the prime metropolis of plain Arcadia. Too bad the denizens of abundance run the show now.
Even the Department of Aberration Defense is helpless against the innocent citizens who have mutated.
You're right on my tail. And here I thought I'd manage to shake you.
So, what's your answer?
Take a guess. If you extend the signal lines from Pearlux Tower and Dual-Mention City outward, where do they intersect?
Seafeld City.
To be more precise, the Seafeld TV Tower.
Almost all the supplicants are there. Isn't Full Wish afraid it'll all be for nothing?
The more heated the battle, the more the wish power spirals into mania. Maybe in her eyes, this is just catching them all in one fell swoop. Of course, there's no need for us to join the fun. We'll leave Full Wish to the Astral Express.
Got that right.
Now that we've locked onto the signal source, the rest is easy. Open a back door for me, and I'll crash the whole of Seafeld City for 300 seconds.
120 seconds. That's enough.
Knew you'd say that. Deal. What happened?
Adding to whitelist. What's wrong?
It's fine. Probably just lagging. You keep handling things here. I'll teleport somewhere closer to the target.
I don't like that. I mean, Kafka did just say don't lose to Aha.
Drat.
Why is everything pitch black?
Just zoom your POV out a bit and you'll see. There was a little accident. I clipped into the map.
Unbelievable. Never thought I'd see you bug out someplace like that.
Don't add insult to injury. The teleport failure rate is lower than 0.02%. It's just bad luck. Give me a sec. I need to get unstuck. I can tell. A hacker definitely had a hand in salvaging the world and... Canvas. Just gonna tweak the parameters. I'll spawn a helper and change my outfit while I'm at it. Wait, what is this outfit? Never mind. I'll debug it later.
Oh. Oh, whoops. You're right. My bad. Okay, here we go.
Finally made it out. Where am I?
A residential zone. Quite a distance from the TV station. Whitelist registered. Ready to get things started.
Something's off. Way off. Hold up. Someone's messing around behind the scenes here. I was clearly headed for Perlux Tower.
Why? Time is precious. There's no need to backtrack.
No, it's absolutely necessary. Because the genuine Pearl is still waiting for me at the office.
When did you figure it out?
It was the practiced, confident tone you used when you said happiness syntax. You sounded like you knew everything all along. So, what exactly does Pearl want me to investigate?
Disaster stems from the tongue. A bad habit I just can't seem to break.
Stop getting sentimental with that face, you shadow hiding behind Full Wish. Why don't you take off the mask and let me see which clown is underneath?
Just what I had in mind. But kicking things off like this, well, it lacks a sense of ceremony.
Why don't we switch things up and reintroduce ourselves?
Uh-oh.
Hey there, little guy. You've got a rather unique look. Since you look like a mean ball of chaos, I'll just call you Mr. Meanie. No objections, right?
Hey, pretty accurate.
Why so serious? Do I look like I'm no fun? I just want to play a game with you, hacker.
Don't even think about it. I don't care if you're a fan or a lunatic. Get lost.
I'm not a fan, nor am I a lunatic. Or perhaps it was because I was a fan that I became a lunatic. Without even realizing it, you've pointed out the very essence of the paths. How philosophical of you.
There is something seriously wrong with you.
Retweet.
I'll take that as a compliment. I've heard your story and heard about those 76 accounts.
Why does everyone in the cosmos, no matter how important they are, just love bringing that up?
No offense. I just thought that, much like yourself, it's a not too shabby joke.
I get it. You're the one who sent me the message.
Mm-hmm.
I always keep my word. You're dead meat.
Don't make you rush. We've got loads of time. As long as you're willing, game time is infinite. And it doesn't matter if you're not willing. Nobody gets into the game. And nobody gets out. Spoiler alert. The reward for clearing the game is, I'll tell you my entire plan. But by the time you finish playing, you'll be finished too.
You done? Get lost. You're not even on your main account, and you want to play with me. Who do you think you're dealing with?
I made a mistake. you're even more impatient than I'd imagined. You're a prisoner here. What gives you the courage?
Because I love playing Ethereum Wars.
What a shame. I prefer Cosmicon Collective. Just a small card table. Yet, it serves as a microcosm of the entire cosmos. Just as the script foretold. In the end, Full Wish gets her wish. And the Arcadia becomes an abundance hellscape. Shuhu resurrects and transforms this rotten planet.
What?
Sounds familiar, doesn't it? There's another line. Judgment follows close behind as the hunt draws its bow to deliver a gift, a Lux arrow, piercing through Ahatopia.
Who exactly are you? Do you think you can write the script?
Oh, I imagine Elio's futile efforts look just like yours, don't they? I not only know it, I can hold the pen. The future you abandoned will, by my hand, make a return as a spicy comedy. I've got it. How about we use this for the opening line? Tonight, a Stellaron hunter dies in the Arcadia.
My body isn't listening to me.
Secondary hacker! Is that all you got?
It's the supplicant mask.
Thinking about masks is, once you put one on, it ain't up to you anymore!
Finality versus elation. The moment when paths collide is always fascinating. You will either die in a blaze of glory or die comically. I don't care. Both are equally amusing.
I really have to ask, where does this confidence of yours come from? Plain Arcadia is crawling with emanators. How are you going to take us on? With a single masked fool and a bunch of abundance minions?
Do you know the secret to longevity? It's don't die. To be honest, my answer is pretty much the same. The emanators you speak of are nothing more than a tenth of a pebble, a piece of wood, and... Oh, and a warlord. Who can you count on? You've even ruled yourself out.
Full Wish is just a front. The real culprit behind all these strange incidents is you.
Full Wish is a good student. Unlike me, she doesn't procrastinate. She's decisive, daring to take action by directly carving a smile onto everyone's face. I'm willing to give her project my full support. For instance, by trapping a certain buzzkill hacker in a dark zone with no exit. Or perhaps for you, that would actually be a treat.
I'm only hearing one thing. There aren't many people who can ruin your plans, but I'm one of them. Your scheme is like a tower of blocks. All it takes is one little nudge from someone like me, and the whole thing comes crashing down.
Pulling out the blocks and watching it all come crashing down. That's my kind of game aesthetic, too. If you hadn't joined the Stellaron Hunters, perhaps we could have been partners.
You. Based on what?
On the grounds that you've already lost. One last joke. On a scorching summer day, a popsicle was walking down the streets of the Arcadia and melted. Take a guess. What were its last words? It said, "Ah, I've lost my cool." What a pity. Compared to that popsicle, you don't even qualify as a joke.
I'll ask one more time. You. Based on what? Allow me to explain. Ether copying. Out of this batch of supplicants, this is easily the most run-of-the-mill mask ability. It wins on being easy and effective. Perfect for veteran players. I gotta say, the Eon of Elation knows a thing or two about gaming. You're way out of your league. You wanna play with me? Getting played by me is more like it.
You're too prepared for this to be a spur-of-the-moment decision. Did you not trust Pearl from the very beginning?
What are you talking about? I don't trust anyone. There was a moment when I started to view everything that was happening with suspicion.
Was it that 23-second discrepancy?
Aren't you clever? Elio is nothing if not cautious when it comes to variables that can affect the script. Just because he can't see this place clearly doesn't mean he can't see elsewhere. The script he gave Kafka has nothing to do with Plain Arcadia, but it was incredibly detailed. Every minute, every event, clearly laid out. If there's even the slightest discrepancy, it means I've got someone on my tail. Some mysterious figure capable of interfering with the script. Counting today's little stunt, you can add another item to the list. Mental instability.
A brilliant callback. It proves precisely why you are helpless against my abilities. Why not take a look at the present? Killing you once is no different than killing you 1,000,000,000 times. Unfortunately for you, I have all the patience in the world, while you are out of time. This Arcadia is on the brink of destruction. You are powerless to stop it.
Unfortunately for you, Plain Arcadia is none of my business. I have no patience, and I don't care about time. I'm here for a mission, and Elio's objective from the very beginning was to smoke you out. Take a guess. Who's the hunter, and who's the prey? When I rip your head off and kick it into the dark zone, will your powers still work then?
Come to think of it, I have seen a script. I have a friend who is a master at inspiring others. We work together flawlessly, and in one particular possibility, you two will kneel before us and offer up Aha's head with your own hands.
Then just you wait. You're dead meat. I'll say it again. I always keep my word.
Cutscene?
Just moments ago, our reporter successfully exposed the Herald of Death scandal and paid for it with their life.
The IPC used a monster named Shuhu to create an infectious virus.
Massive numbers of civilians have been transformed into the war.
As a local supplicant, the Director Foolish will fight to the bitter end that Seafell TV.
Listen to that. So, we're full-blown villains now.
As for the remaining supplicants,
I can't reach them. We'll just have to take things one step at a time.
Just a few minutes ago, these people were talking and laughing. We overestimated our opponent's humanity.
They can't die. I hope that puts you at ease. This is a matter of life and death, and we don't have time here to be sentimental. Otherwise, there will only be more casualties. No. It's probably more like wanting to die, but being unable to.
Ah, so Blade.
I used to be a fan of the Nameless, too. I'd excitedly tell everyone they're true heroes. But look at how that turned out. They don't care at all about whether the Arcadia lives or dies.
What do we get for our sincerity? The Astral Express just smugly declares another trail to blaze. I ask you, what gives you the right to call yourself a trailblazer?
Are you okay?
She sure has a way with words.
Got away with words. Give me a chance, and I could also spin 100 yarns without repeating myself.
Should I say classic you? You have a great attitude.
Wish power is gathering. I have to say, Full Wish's approach is proving quite effective.
Let's quiet down the onlookers first. With the IPC helping out with crowd control, hopefully it won't be too much of a hassle.
Con artist? In bed? With the IPC? You no shame.
Isn't this completely out of control? What is Pearl doing?
We're past the point of no return. The longer this drags on, the worse our odds get.
But public opinion is a double-edged sword, and we can use it to our advantage.
We just gotta turn the tide.
If we can just tear off Full Wish's mask, the tables will turn in an instant. The others must be taking action too.
Looks like we aren't the only ones making a move.
Let's make this quick. In the tradition of the Phantasmoon games, it's supplicant versus supplicant. Audience against audience.
Then I'll be counting on the navigator to watch my back.
Please, be careful.
How should I put it? This feels like destiny. 15 years ago, I defeated the Herald of Death with my own 2 hands. 15 years later, you have donned the Supplicant's mask. I trust that if I could pull it off, there's no reason you can't do the same.
Hey, Miko. You stay safe soon, too, okay?
Go forth and trailblaze your victory.
Hey, Miko, I swear to God. Wait. I need to go somewhere peaceful.
It's still early. Where to now?
Okay? Because I need to go to bed. We are going to call it a night here. Whew. I feel like we're at the climax. And if we are, like, if it's only like another hour or so, then I would very much like the stories to be like around this. That's a nice little sweet spot of story. But yeah, before we go, I'm going to leave you guys off with some links. Socials to check me out on other places of the internet, Discord to chat with the community offline, and VODs to catch any streams you may have missed. Without further ado, I'd like to thank all the chatters and the lurkers for joining me on this waxing night. And until I rise again, I will see you guys next time. Bye!